Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So today I'd like to share with you on dynamic momentum. Since we are living in this physical world, dynamic momentum is the bottom line of uh, fighting systems. Because we have to deal with momentum, because we are an object with weight that we have to move ourselves. Okay. So different style have their different characteristic in the handling of the momentum or the dynamic momentum. Okay. Say the style with the long fist, they have their characteristics. The style with the short strike close body, they have their characteristics. So that is the bottom line. And when we talk about skill in fighting art, it is the skill of handling the dynamic momentum, which is the bottom line. So excluding the very talented nature fighter, if one doesn't clearly know about the dynamic momentum handling, it is unlikely one know how to handle the fighting or the dynamic momentum. Thus, you see, say in the boxing, MMA, and so forth, all of the action there, it is a very well handling of dynamic momentum. If you look at, say, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, all have very good, excellent momentum handling. And so do they have very good coach, scientific training, and a lot of things to support that. Okay. So we don't really clearly know about this thing. It is really tough to talk about fighting, those kind of stuff, or skill, or what level is it, okay? And also, without really training, heavy training, like say Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, it is tough to get that, okay? So if we say that, oh yeah, we just study some martial art and we know how to do those fighting and so forth, it is not likely, okay? Because the momentum handling skill is a specific and really clear in details. It is not a fuzzy stuff, okay? So we often heard about people argue about the iYikKam, okay? Is it a fighting stance or it is a practice stance? Well, or it is a structure or a whole bunch of stuff. Well, those stuff is not directly related to dynamic momentum. It is a support of the dynamic momentum. Thus, one can have the best iYikKam in the world, whatever they want to name it and call it. Still, if they don't know dynamic momentum, they don't know. Can that be used for fighting? There's a big question about it. Okay. Same with this force flow. Lately, force flow being really a hot topic. Everybody would say, well, I know it too. And internal art, Chinese internal art for past, say, about hundreds of years is propagate on the mysterious Jing or force flow. Well, that too is just a indirect support of the dynamic momentum. Without knowing the dynamic momentum, one can have all the Jing one like. Still, one can fall flat. Look at those, for example, the K1, the Kyokushin, Open, those stuff. Or MMA, you can see that, okay? What's reality there? So Jing and all these things is nice to have. It's nice to have the skill, but does it directly address the fighting? No. That's the reality, okay? Because we live in the physical world. And as we know, because different style have different signature or the way of handling the dynamic momentum. Wing Chun have its own way. Different art have different arts way. And Wing Chun's force flow handling will be different because of this different strategy, different momentum characteristic and so forth. Okay. And also, you know, all this chi stuff. What is it got to do with the dynamic momentum? So it is off topic if one thinking chi can do everything without looking at the realities, the dynamic momentum handling. Okay. So dynamic momentum is the key, not the stance, not the structure, not the force flow or Jing, not the Qi. Never be Qi. If you want to know a lot about Qi and most what you want to know, get the book, read inside there. You want to know about the basic of Jing force flow, get it there. Okay, that's the basics there. So with that basic, everybody can look into different system, different style, and see how they develop their own styles. Okay, if we have the basic science, we'll be able to analyze and know what's going on. Okay, so it is actually meaningless to saying, well, structure, I have it too. When somebody says structure, you say, I have it too. Force flow, I have it too. But guess what? If one keeping go around and say, I have this too, I have this too, I have this too, for say 65 years, but they never talk about the dynamic momentum, then you look at it and say, are you serious? Okay. And the same thing with the chi stuff. That's why I put it here. Whatever practice out there. Okay, so look at it. So I do not like to advocate fighting because I don't think it's good to provoke violence or take law in our hand. This is a democratic world. Everything can be resolved in legal system. Okay, and we don't do what we don't want other to do to us, and using the law as the reference is the best. Okay, instead of provoke fighting and so forth. And what I'm saying today is based on the science and the art of the martial arts. In no way I want to promote any violence or take law in our own hand or to compete who is the best fighter, those kind of stuff. Okay, that is just not my intention. I want to make this really clear. My intention is to make sure we clear on what is going on. Okay, and face it, nobody can all be Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali. Can I be? I cannot be. I'm not trained like that. I'm not born like that. And I might not even want to be like that. And everybody is different. Okay? But to study an art or learning a science, then everybody can learn it, like in school. Okay? So this is for you today.